some, it may be the legacy of fame or the luxury of fortune. But for many, if not most artists, I think they create because they have to. In the absence of creative endeavors, some broken part of their subconscious wells up and presses against other functions of the mind, disrupting them. This quickly becomes a curse as the desperate rattle of a painting or novel or album drowns out all other thoughts. Days or weeks are lost while plumbing the depths and branching ideas of possibilities. The torturous frustration as the clumsy body fails to recreate into reality the immaculate vision of the mind. But the highs, oh those highs, when art flows and you are a conduit for lightning, when knowledge, skills, and training finally align into a perfect focus, turning random, diffuse light into a hot, fast laser beam. This is the feeling of immortality, the feeling that seems to justify this brief, fragile existence. So open that release valve, just a little bit, and let the demons play for a while.
up, I remember it, but just a moment ago, it's gone.
Good morning, everyone. Kind of running around taking care of some things real quick. How we doing? Gonna move my microphone a little bit closer. Need a drink. Thirsty. I'm doing pretty well. Let's see. Yes, good morning to Renard, Tangent, Orca, Watch a Dragon, Goat Mutt, Anywhere Occur, Tangent. I saw Ruru. Think that's everyone I see. Sparkle Skunk. This is the Sparkle Skunk. I think I forgot a few things on the Sparkle Skunk. Because Sparkle Skunk has a lot of stuff. Like, I forgot the little arm markings here. But for the most part, I think I got it down. What kind of language is that? That is Tokipona. It roughly translates to, hey sis, how are you doing? And this one is just like scene speak. Yeah, I drew that recently. I got to work with Flo to design a skunk design that's inspired by Flo's character Angel. Has the little arm feathers, the horns. And then I drew this, which I was also happy with, which is just some lore doodles. To do with, when the dragon is larger, dragon generates more void matter, which overflows and fuels the plant aura. And basically when switching back to normal, all that excess energy still has to be dispersed before the aura dies down. Alright, so I need to grab something real quick. Just grab a random one. That'll work. Can I just paste it? No. Thank you for the bite, Ruru. Fox Rule 5358. 5358. Who put in that one? The funny thing is, I could program it to going forward tell me who put in each rule, but I can't do it retroactively. Where is the Fox rules? The old capitalization scheme hurts. Load text. There are so many opinions on capitalization. The one that I've started going with is the one where it is like the first word is lowercase, and then everything after that is capitalized with the next word. I know there's a name for that. I don't remember what it is, but that's what I've gone with recently. Okay. Let's test this. Fox rule number 3. Oh, it didn't crash. That's a good start. Okay, yeah, that worked. So from Fox Rule 313 onwards. By the way, we have a 313 Fox Rules. Hey, Sigil. Oh, I did not send the stream notification to the library. Thank you. I might be streaming a bit tomorrow, by the way. Good morning, Yuki. I am feeling better today. Fox Runery number 13. Bite, but gently. Aw. What do I do with this front paw? Ooh, actually, that works. Runery rules have been updated. Random avatar got Big Fox. How appropriate. It would technically be better for me to do this in Affinity, but since we're just sketching right now, you say somehow, but we've been building these rules for like 3 years now. Technically, it's 313 because one of those is a runary rule, not a fox rule. Or it's a fox runary. Pretty sure one of them's a cat rule. Are we already at 315? I don't think so. Yeah, we're at 314. This INI file is gonna get so big. Also, I don't know if I like having the authors be visible. I think I'm gonna save that on a separate sheet. There might be a scroll rule in there. I don't know, that just keeps... I like the, I kind of like not knowing who they are, but sometimes it might be useful for me to be able to check. Alright, what other fox kind of decals can I put around? I got a fox kind of floating around it. A fox kind of giggling. Ooh, what about like a fox mask? This is for an idea I've had for a while. Fox curled up napping. I can try that as well. Would anyone be interested in hearing what this is actually for? Okay, this looks more like a wolf. Let me narrow out that muzzle a bit. There we go. That looks more fox-like. So an idea I've had a while ago is we've got all these fox rules. We've got over 300 of them, and people seem to really like them. What I think would be fun is giving people the option to... Basically, it's going to be programmed so it will pull a random fox rule. And I will put it with one of the designs. And you can choose to get it, like you can get it on a single merch item. So like a shirt, a cup, mouse pad, or whatever you want that's available on the shop. And then that fox rule cannot be used for any more merch. So each one that you get is going to be the only one with that fox rule on it. So say if I got the one here that was Rule 82, foxes are allowed to claim ownership of any given location for excavation and den construction, are not bound by any perceived property laws or customs. It would be the only one with that rule on it. No one else could have that. And yeah, there's always new fox rules being added. People are gonna grab or nab number 3 real quick. There's a lot of number 3s. But yeah, in theory, like, yes, there's a limited number of them currently, but there's also over 300 of them. And there are always new ones being added. I just gotta program it in so that it will keep track of which ones have been used. You feel like some rules will have higher demand than others? It's gonna be like a random thing, kind of like the fox rule already is. It's just like we roll it. I tell you what rule it is. You can ask for a re-roll if you don't like that specific one, but you aren't able to go like asking for a specific fox rule. Because I don't know, I feel like the RNG of the fox rules is half the fun. Also, it also eliminates the whole, or shouldn't not eliminate, but minimizes the whole some rules having higher demand than others if you can't choose which rule you get. See, so are you, Ruru. Thank you. How am I? I'm doing better. And Runery, you're also amazing. You always brighten my day. Thank you for all that you do. It's honestly just kind of being there. Okay, I think these will work for now. We got a few different designs here. Actually, I'm going to draw one that's just kind of like a fox silhouette of a head. Just kind of in my normal style. To the best of my ability. What programming stuff might be done? The programming for this little project that I'm doing. Which I started last night, but it was not working properly, so I need to continue figuring out some Sammy stuff. I think I want... Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. And hello, Samuel. Yeah, last night I was really tired, so it's possible that I just made a really silly mistake. But we shall look at that then. on that side just to vary it up a bit. Do I expect these to sell super well? No. But I just think it's fun. It feels like a fun idea that I've wanted to do for a long time. I'm bad at designing merch, so I'm doing my best. And my merch shop also doesn't even look good. Can I actually use this one? Probably not. It's not my character. Ooh, but I could... I'm actually going to make this one my character. Just because this isn't the pose I was initially going for, but it works for,
Kick. Snare. Bass. Music.
Thou endorsed Fox Rule.
Context. Context is found by placing two objects next to each other
I have one more idea.
and finding the differences.
Actually, I have two more. Because I'm going to do the one that this one originally was supposed to be.
Nintendo Entertainment System.
Today, call for the real.
New Kool-Aid coolers with 20% juice. You can...
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Welcome to Blockbuster Video. Blockbuster Video.
Take it 5, 6.
Is that grizzly bears are dangerous.
Try and stop it, Tractor. Convert outlaw.
Vehicles each sold separately with 2 figures. Batteries not included.
Atari Games has brought you a constant stream of steady hits. Video games which have had the excitement and get keep players coming.
Need to find a new place and a job. Best of luck. We're also searching for a new place, so I get that. I would definitely need to get Tangent's permission for this one. Sour rule. There is no sour rule. Rule. I should add a rule at some point. Rule and worry. Let's start with the simple ones. When you see, it helps if I don't draw it on the wrong layer. Sentence on screen reminds you of Fantastic Mr. Fox. Oh, I've seen that movie once. I don't remember it that well. To have a job, you need somewhere to live, but to live somewhere, you need a reasonable income. That. I want to get like the rough outline kind of done in Clip, so I can kind of trace over that with vectors. Then I'm going to do it in Affinity just so that I can get the, have it be vector, which will make it better for merch. Just doing it this way gives me a better idea of like the silhouette. There we go. I think this works. Let's get rid of this little, like, hump here. I appreciate it, though. So now I'm going to take this. Frankly, I'm probably going to move it over a bit. I like working with silhouette kind of negative space designs for like design elements. It's why the it's why this thing is similar, and it's just a silhouette with negative space for details. It's something I like doing. Hold on, what was that? Oh yeah, this was an unfinished one I started. I could probably make work, but the current design wasn't ideal. Needs to be simpler. Doing a few errands? Alright. Good luck, Tangent. And question is, can I just copy this layer and paste it into it? I can. What does Affinity look like? Affinity looks fine on OBS. Oh boy, but I don't have nearly as many of my hotkeys set up. Remind me, how do I set the opacity? There it is. I need to do more stuff in Vector. I need to do more merch stuff. Because I know there have been things people have said they would buy as a merch thing. More macro shirts, more macro... I don't know what to put on more macro shirts. Like, the first one was an accident. Also, the first one... It certainly sold a few. But how you doing, Nines? I still find it funny, though. Someone at the convention just straight up told me, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy one of those. Because they recognized the shirt without realizing that I was the person that made it. I have not sold a single one of those shirts since or after that interaction. So it's just like, you know, fair enough. Either changed your mind or you forgot about it. I think I want that to be a sharper point. Just because everything else is kind of angular. You're painting walls. Please make sure that you have your masks on, or like it's well ventilated or something so you're not breathing in all the fumes. Paint fumes are not healthy for growing kitsune. Fun fact, I don't think I ever made the macro compliant shirt into a vector. Actually, no, I think I tried and it didn't turn out that well. That's a sharper angle than I want, but I'll fix that shortly. Morning, Zaffrey. How do I soften you out? Let me drag you a bit. Good morning, Blaze. Ethernet drivers broke? You didn't realize? I'm glad you were able to fix it. And thank you, Zushi. Good morning to you as well. How am I? I'm doing better. Realizing a mistake I made here, but oh well, too late for it now. But yeah, I've improved a fair bit. I even want to go through the effort of all of this. I just make them raster. Like, is this going to be worth it? Are they vector lines? Yeah, I'm working in Affinity right now. Though, Clip Studio Paint does have a similar functionality. It's far less developed, for lack of a better term. Fine, that actually does work pretty well. You look into Affinity? Yeah. There's Affinity Designer, which is vectors. Affinity Photos, which is like photo editing or just raster drawing. And then there's Affinity Publisher, which I don't use that much. Or I should, which I haven't used. They are they're single price. They go on sale fairly regularly. I'd recommend waiting for a sale to pick them up, unless they're still doing their free trial. Actually, let me check that, because they were doing like a 6-month free trial thing.
I think you're right.
Without needing a credit card or anything.
Really stupid way.
If they're still doing that. Yeah, there you can try them out for 6 months, and you don't need to sign up for a credit card or anything. They're really good softwares. I highly recommend giving them a try.
I think you're right. But in a really stupid way.
That's my brand, baby.
Yeah, I don't use Affinity as my main art software, but I super appreciate them, especially since they since they are just purely single payment. They will occasionally release new versions, which will be paid upgrades, but you can still keep using the old one. You get a discount for it. There's no subscriptions. I just really appreciate it. With Clip Studio doing its whole, like, wanting even paid users to have subscriptions now, I can't recommend Clip Studio to people anymore. Should really learn Affinity better, so I can start recommending that to people. Good, good. That looks good. Friendly reminder, you valuable viewers of Voids, Vectoring are all loved and appreciated. You are all kind, you all matter. You are all important, and you matter. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Not even evil timeline version of Rhea, or yourself. Have yourselves some water, delicious food, and get cozy with the spectacular Sierra. Have your favorite snacks. You deserve a treat. Love you all. Thank you, Blaze. Going for a run? Alright, see you, Zushi. Have fun with the run. You prefer paid upgrades to a subscription model? Same. Absolutely same. What am I working on? So what I'm working on is a thing where I want to make it so people can get little merch items with Fox rules on them, but each Fox rule can only be used once. You get a random Fox rule, just like when you use the Fox rule command, and then I will let you choose from a few different designs, and then you can just get that on like a shirt, a mug, something else, a cup maybe, and that you will have the only merch with that Fox rule on it. That one will be specific to you. Wait, this still looks like a pen stroke to the best of my ability. E. So, is it? I should probably ask before. I probably should have asked before doing it. I don't know if anyone would actually even be interested in this whole idea. But I don't know, I wanted to do it. We get one the second if offered. That's promising. Is there a way to just set this to automatically create certain shapes? No. You know what? Instead of doing it this way, let's do this. This will probably be easier. Okay, so why is there a grid on it now? That was because I zoomed in too much. Depending on the rules. Yeah, it's gonna be basically similar to how the Fox rule command is random. You will use however I set it up, and you'll get a random rule. If you don't like it, you don't have to buy it. If you do like it, you let me know. I will put it onto whichever item you choose, and then I will send you a a specialized link that you can purchase it, and only you. And once a fox rule has been used, it will be recorded as having been used and will not be able to be used again. The vectors are looking good, thank you. I gotta create shortcuts for this application on my Tor box though. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Alright, so this is the first one done. I think that looks pretty good. I'll be right back though. Alright, I'm back. Also, now I'm tempted to put the skunk image as my BRB screen. Don't tell Flo. I'm gonna do that. Maybe I should do it without the text. I'll worry about that later. This one is going to be just an overall nightmare. Maybe I should try sticking with the first one, or like just one or two first. I feel like I don't have enough to talk about today. Hope you guys are okay with the more quiet stream. It's kind of like the old days. Howdy. Siona? Happy to be here and vibe either way. Good. I'm glad. Okay, I think there's too many details in this one for it to be vectored today. But I will try to vector it at some point. I said it right? Good. Oh, I've been drawing on... Oh, heck. You guys haven't been able to see what I've been drawing. Heck. And hey, Kenku. I swear I'm a professional. Do not pay attention to... I'm not a professional. I'm doing my best. But yeah, here's a Sao one. Which actually came out a lot better than I expected. I'm gonna change the angle of this tail here though. You've got 7 tails. I could probably find a way to get the last 3 tails in there. Eight tails. It's like a silhouette with like negative space kind of thing. Is this second one I'm doing for this little project. The first one was this one. It's just a little style I like doing on rare occasion. I most commonly use it with like the merch and such. But since this is a merch thing, we're using it. Just fill this back in. Not a fan of those lines there. I have to be kind of careful with the lines that I use. Alright, how many tails we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sal, where do I put your hecking 9th and 10th tails? Sal, why do you have so many tails? Nine? I guess we'll put the 10th one here. I always have a hard time placing Sal's tails, but I think this has been the roughest to try to figure out. Because I also can't overlap the Fox rules too much. I bring your eye over a little bit. That's better. I may simplify this a bit later, but for now, I think that works pretty well.
The portal awaits, bound by lightning and flesh. Familiar darkness swirls beyond, of muffling, blinding, cacophonic life, renting peace at the cost of almost everything.
About hour left. After I finish doing the draft of this one, let's get the programming done. Let's cut this board off about here. No, I want her leaning on it some. It's fine, we'll figure it out. This is what I threw together last night. Just for test thing. Get my notepad as well for test. So what I wanted to do is roll a random between 1 and 10. That avatar takes up so much space. There we go. Then it will load the old, the current frame, please. The current numbers from the INI file, which I currently have blank. Save it as claimed old. It'll split it into an array, so I can check the array. The array name is claimed, correct. Save position as position. So it sounds like break is what I want instead of an exit, from what I was reading. So let's try this. Actually, no. Don't even... Now we're just going to do an if statement, just to test the functionality. If position equals -1, which means it's not on the array yet. So if I run this, nothing happened. Position equals -1. If position equals -1, insert the random value to the top. Let's take a look at the array. I don't know why 0 is already in there. So it did insert the array. It created the string. It just didn't write it to the file. Now it has. Why was that such a long delay? Save that, run it again. The text file still hasn't updated. There's no delay on it over here. Random was 2 again. Random was 9. So now if I go to the text file, it has been updated. Run it one more time. Is my avatar... Okay, my avatar is responding. 6 has been added. Cool. The goal here is that it will add in any that aren't in there yet, but any that are already in there, it won't do anything. Okay. 9's already on there, so it didn't do anything. Okay, so that is what I want. Okay, so now what we're going to try to do, set this to 10. is if it finds a number that's already in use, it'll repeat. And it will repeat a maximum of however many rules there are. Which isn't, you know, foolproof to find one that works, but... Okay, so number 10 should be added to the sheet. Was not added to the sheet. Also didn't add it to the array. Seven. This also didn't work. Oh, I turned off the exit, turned on the exit, not the brake. Seven. Okay. What happened there is it re-added everything to the string. Let's figure out why it did that. Actually, let's start over. We're going to clear out our string, save. When this runs, it will delete all the variables. Our first one is 6. As you can see, 6. Text document shows 6. Perfect. That's what I want. Alright, so we got 1. 6, 1. Perfect. Okay. A 2. 6, 1, and 2. Working well so far. Four. Is it just gonna work now? That would be very nice. Okay, so it is still giving me just new numbers, which is exactly what I want it to do. And it's writing them down as intended. Ten. As soon as it hits 10, something breaks. Why, though? What if we set this to 20? Six works. Fourteen works. Hi, sis. Morning, too. There it broke. Why did it break? Ah, that's why it breaks. How goes the programming? I'm not used to doing like loops and stuff, so I think I just figured out what my issue was. I think it was that when it hits one that's already in there, it was looping, but it wasn't deleting the... It wasn't deleting the variables first, so it was doubling them, which was problematic. So I'm just running this a couple times to see how it works. It's not doubled anything so far. So what's gonna happen when we hit 20? I suppose it will just loop 10 times and then insert a repeat number, which is fine. We'll get to that when we get to that. Let's bump this back down to 10. No. We'll keep it as it is. Just for testing purposes. Four is still a new one. 16's new. Gotta wait for the button executed thing to pop up. 13 is new. 3 has shown up already. Let's let it go from 10 tries to 100 tries to find something unique. 5 is new. I'm going to delete that second 3. Because eventually we're going to have to hit repeats. But I don't want that to be until we've completely run out. with 10 tries, there was a good chance that it rolled duplicates all 10 times. So it can go up to 100 times, but it'll stop as soon as it hits one that matches what it needs. Uh, 10, yep. Hey, Tangent. Okay, so the 18, 19, 20. Okay, so it did it. It properly gave me every number. So now I have all 1 through 20 in here. Now it will probably repeat the full 100 times, and I'm curious how long that will take. Not very long. CPUs are fast. Yeah, but I don't always know how fast Sammy is. Alright, let's allow you minimum value allowed. Do the fox rules have a 0 on them? Right, that's not on here. That's on here. Fox rules. Looks like they start at 1. Why is 314 at the top? Come on, Sammy. You never... Everything else is in order. Why do you treat INI files like this? Please. Pick one or the other. They go on the top or they go on the bottom. Do you think it would be possible using an if statement checking? That's... It's not using an if statement, it's just looping and then exiting out. Because with the way Sammy works, trying to do an if statement in it would be awkward. You like how Sammy stores the number of fox rules as a float? Oh yeah, if you just save, if you just tell it to save number, it just puts in all the zeros, and I don't know how to stop it from doing that. But anyway, so what I want to do... Well, first save this before I do too much more. Go back to commands, fox rules. We are going to INI load number. We can do this just once. File rules, section, numbers, key, fox rules, save variable as rule count. Put that in there. That way it will randomize. So this should currently be 14 or 314. There it goes. Command line 5. I guess that was this. Oops. I load and split to array can also go outside loop. When it was outside of the loop, that was when things started doubling. Yeah, I guess technically. Hold on. So yeah, if come on, get a little bit bigger than that. Sammy's gonna be laggy as it reboots up LandyTube. So if it pulls up that first, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Hold on, I gotta go do something for someone. Negative space, that looks cool. Thank you. It's going to be such a pain in the neck to vectorize. But I'm going to attempt later. Is Sammy all done? Alright, so... Oh, that's what happened. Okay, so we're going to create the array. We're going to load up the old one. Split into a string. So then we have this here. So now we're just going to repeat getting the random number. Bonus check. Let me do that. Yeah, the reason it crashed was because I accidentally told it to load up that variable, and then after that it deleted the variable. That was my fault. So let's try this with 20 again, just to make sure it works. Didn't crash. Okay, moving that outside of there does that, though. Why does it do that? Delete everything. Did I not save this? Maybe that's why? Okay, 5. 2. 16. 20. 6. Still no repeats. 12. 3. 11 is new. I'm gonna delete this empty space. 8 is also new. 13 is new. 9. 19. 'Probably just about all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no 7. Let's see if next one we get a 7. 17. It's also not a repeat. There's a 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's no 14 yet. (14), 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's all of them. So when we hit a duplicate, I mean, it does seem like it's working. So let's see, now that we have all of them, what it does. Does it just create a repeat, or does it like double the entire line? Cool, just creates a repeat. Perfect. Now we can try this again to see if it crashes it. Before we do that though, I'm saving all of this. So rule count should be a number now. It's after the delete this time. Button executed. 1. Rule count is 0. Well, that's not right. What did I mess up? Ah, file name. Rule count is 314. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Also going to tell it to INI load text. from rules. Section is Fox rules. Key is random. Save variable as rule text. Oh, let's go with claimed. All variables, load text from there. I changed that to match that. Make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. Oh yeah, remove this because I chose not to have a section in it. And I save text, so this will be in Fox merch section. Nope. Rule text. Oh no, that's the same. I want that one to be rule text. We'll change this one to just text. Because it's just going to be within this variable. It'll be fine. Or this button. So that'll load the rule from the other one into this one so we can see what the current one is. Also, I'll probably switch this around to insert at the beginning of the thing, so I can always just go to the front. But I'll worry about that in a second. Don't crash, please. Cool. Fox rule number 3. Rule 3 doesn't exist, but is the go-to excuse for when you don't want to explain stuff. Invoke Rule 3, and if anyone asks, Rule 3 is classified. So now that one can't be pulled again. Fox Rule 3D. Foxes are permitted to create miniature foxes. 3D printing miniature foxes, however, is strictly prohibited due to the risk of said miniature foxes coming to life and replicating beyond control. Okay, so for arrays, is it putting at the end is top? Is putting it at the beginning just bottom or like BOT? Let's go check the SAMI documentation. Array insert. So I just add it to position 0 if I want that. Okay. Okay. I think this works good. What kind of stuff can we put Fox rules onto? Fox rules with like this or like the sow or something. What are some things that people would like? Some of my first thoughts are on a cup or something. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Do I have any more caffeine? I do. Oh, I see Blaze is in Dazzle's chat. Bumper sticker? I don't think bumper sticker is an option. Someone say stickers? See, I always forget about stickers because I don't personally like stickers. Let's see, we got Kiss Cut stickers, Kiss Cut sticker sheet with background, and Kiss Cut holographic stickers. Huh. Alright, so... Still gonna offer mugs as an option. Within the coding of reality, a bug is born. What do you mean? I think I got all the codes or all the bugs out of it. Negative space art would look cool on holo stickers. If they were one time only, you'd be too scared to stick the sticker on anything. You know, honestly, that's fair. Stickers would be nice if it wasn't a unique system. The joke with Paul Botch reply. Ah, okay. You know what? Perhaps if it's like stickers or something, or just like I would probably allow people to order another or order more of the same rule that they've already gotten. I don't know, that seems reasonable to me. Like, you were the one that got that rule that is... if you wanted... Especially with stickers. Like, if something... Say you got a cup and it broke, I'd be like, yeah, sure. Here's a link to buy another one. Cut to you some very nice stickers you were given years ago and still have on the sheet. Well, that's... I mean, I get that. Those stickers were drawn in, like, pen and marker and are just... I can understand why you haven't put those on anything. I also don't know how well they'll hold up. No, I got the programming done. I got one of the vectors done. Got half an hour. Maybe I'll do the inks of another one. But time to honest check again. My back is hurting less at least. And to be fair, I don't feel like my leg's hurting at all, which is frankly really nice. Honestly, the pain in my back might just be the pain from the injection itself. Because I didn't see the needle that they used, but if they were injecting stuff like that into my back and they needed to numb me up first and all that, it was probably a decent sized needle. A 6 to 10 gauge. Ah. That's how, like, I draw out my HRT with hecking, what is it? With a 20 gauge. It's a 6-inch long 20. Okay, so it's not that big, but still still larger than I normally would inject myself with. You can get Fox Rules pillows. You could get Fox Rule pillows. Would anyone want a Fox Rule pillow? Yeah, pillows are probably in here. Yeah, all over basic print pillow. Couple different sizes there. Time to make a fox rule about fluffy tails, making bad pillows, and getting it on a pillow. The thing is that they're meant to be random, but also I really want to give you that. Like, I really want you to have that one, Flo. Clearly, we just need a jigsaw puzzle where most of it is white, just with a little bit of Fox Rule stuff. Get it on a book cover. That's page 1 of 1. That's all it's there. What are we doing? Looking at things that we could put Fox Rules onto. The one where... The rule where the one reading it becomes slightly more fox as a doormat. Oh, that would actually be quite amusing. Was a doormat an option? Poster, jigsaw puzzle, wrapping paper sheets. I don't see doormat. Pillows. Pillowcases. Oh, you can put it on a standard pillowcase. Tempted to use your calligraphy pens to transcribe the Fox rules into a book and send it to me? Oh my gosh. Consumables? What? Oh, huh. I guess I can do custom coffee. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Customizable. Choose coffees from the catalog or work with a roast master to develop your own unique signature coffee. Minimum orders 250 for a custom coffee. Wallpaper full of fox rules. I mean, you only get one fox rule for it. Oh yeah, all the pride shirts. Their site isn't the best when it comes to navigating it. Gaming. Do you... Oh, these are new. I can, if enough people ordered them, I could make special keycaps, but I'd have to sell like 100. That's kind of funny, actually. How many people want a keycap with a friend on it? Sad. I wasn't gonna say sad friend, but I do quite like these mugs here. These are what like the Junie and Martin ones are made with. Oh, I got some of them. I quite like them. Orb inspired escape key. Cups. How? You can just put them on glass cups? Huh. You've been very tempted by a Martin mug. I have one. I have Ghost, Martin, and Junie mugs. I won't lie. This could be fun. Just a notebook. I don't think anyone would want it, but like, this is something I would probably do for myself, is get a notebook that just had the Fox rule on the front. It would have to be in white rather than black. Oh, or you can just get a white cover. But then it's just a notebook. Mouse pad? You want a Fox rule on your mouse pad? Or shoes? They have a lot of unexpected items. I don't remember this being here. Huh. Adjustable collar length. Leash is customizable on both sides. Collar is customizable on one side. Option to add branding to the cardboard? Or cardboard packaging and polymailer. Interesting. Embroidered patches. Oh, magnets. Neat. Wait, what? Guys, we could design and sell Sal earrings. Oh, that's a favorite. I'll do that someday. It's gonna require a minimum of 24 orders, but also gonna favorite that one. Wait, I can do necklaces too? Interesting. What are those earrings on the side? Estimated sample cost $170. They add new stuff sometimes, and I'm not always up to date. I want to make enamel pins someday, but that requires me to sell 250 before they will even consider it. Fox socks, that is also an option, would also be an option. I'm not sure the best option, but... Lots of clothes, lots of clothes. Anyone want a hoodie with a Fox rule on it? Kinda want to make a image to put on a jigsaw puzzle now. Do they have challenge coins? I doubt it. No, I don't see anything like coins. I also need to make some prints at some point. Haven't gotten around to that yet either. But you know what I really want to do finish someday? I want to finish this one so I can make the wall scroll. Okay, I'd have to redraw parts of this one. Oh, I am not happy with how that looks. A lot of people wanted this as a like a bookmark or something, and I wasn't happy with how it looked, so I was going to vector it. But now I'm just straight up not happy with how it was drawn. I'll have to redraw this. I can use the same background. The background's fine. It's a shame that Fourth Wall doesn't give or like have the option for bookmarks though. Alright, it's 12:47. I should wrap up in 13 minutes. Shall we just wrap up now, rather than starting something new? Also, this is a very good rule to go along with Sal, I just want to say. Thank you for joining, everyone. We're gonna go raid Dazzle. Dazzle, you better not be listening. Anyone that is new, when we raid out, we don't have a singular raid message. The Fox rules that we've been talking about the whole stream, everyone's gonna grab one of those Fox rules, copy it to your clipboard. That is going to be your raid message. And thank you everyone for joining today. I hope you had fun. I know this was a bit different of a stream than normal. I'm doing better. Hopefully next week I can return to like the proper schedule. Will the Fox rules be curated for possible ones to get? When you roll it, you are allowed to re-roll it if you don't like the Fox rule you got, within reason. But yeah, thank you everyone. Please make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Get some food, water, drink, get some rest. Be sure to stretch your hands. I will see you guys possibly tomorrow, definitely on Monday.